once again, you say? Hello! Welcome back, Jimmy. Simply superior to these oceaners? That's quite a statement. Do you have, what is it? What are those called again? Large sample, what is it? Is it a test? I forgot what you call them, actually. Because undeniable streak I'm on, huh? Wait, I wonder if there's a way to check if somebody's got a streak on it. Well, other than manually checking. I wonder if Stream Elements might have a command or something. Solidified how solid? Wait, I don't have anything else booted up. Jesus Christ, I'm behind today. Okay, that should be everything. Oh my god, this moth is flying around insanely fast. I just saw it zoom from one end of the room, to the other. Like it was running like a 50-meter sprint. So, Jim. Wait, okay, there we go. Wait, why does it get my camera? Okay, there we go. Actually tracking now? Okay, there we go. Jimmy! Has anything good, bad, interesting happened to you lately? Oh my god. Something good that happened for me was, what do you call it? I finally... I wouldn't say finally, I suppose. I managed to keep calm. Wait a minute, my bit rate? Okay. Yeah, I managed to quote-unquote keep calm when it comes to, blood tests. Because the thing was... I think I mentioned it last stream, it just froze up, and I'm not gonna lie. I was kinda happy about the fact that I wasn't like dying by the end of it this time around. I was perfect. Well, I suppose perfectly fine would be kind of a stretch. It would be more accurately described as functioning by the end of it. I think that's a good word choice right there. Functioning. I couldn't really use my arm for like at least a minute or two, so it was kind of awkward when it came to grabbing my wallet out to pay. Because still have to. I don't have a health card, so still gotta pay. Medicare gives me some rebate, but money. Ever broken something at someone else's house and you gotta put it in a spot or put it back together just enough, and now it's officially the next person's fault and problem? Thankfully not. Thankfully not. Is perhaps, are you or perhaps somebody you know in that kind of situation at the moment? That would be quite a precarious situation, I'd imagine. I thought I put the chat to disappear at like 30 seconds, but it would appear that it disappears much sooner for reasons I cannot quite discern. Oh, right. Another thing, I suppose, was... Well, a bad thing I noticed outside of the stream quality I didn't notice degraded was my speech. I think in the past, before the long break, I actually paid a lot more attention subconsciously probably to my speech, because I noticed at some point when I listened back to myself that it wasn't quite up to the par I would like, I suppose. And I think one of my friends noticed I have a different speech pattern when it comes to stream. So I guess that's what they picked up, because when I'm off stream, I kind of a lot more lower energy, right? Yeah, so I accidentally stepped on my cousin's camera, so I slipped it under. Oh, God. Oh, oh, God. I hope. Oh, that's definitely. That's definitely a yikes, yikes moment. Don't know if it worked or not. I'm guessing it was like a really expensive camera, and like you kind of didn't want to deal with it, perhaps? We're not gonna question it and raise suspicions. Oh my god. That's oh. What kind of camera was it? Is it like a film camera? The super expensive like film cameras, or is it like a digital type camera? Or is it one of those, what do you call those? Cameras where like it prints it out and then you have to like grab it and then like just cool it down kind of deals. Don't know. Fair enough. Hopefully there was no evidence at the crime scene. that would lead to perhaps the culprit, I don't know who, getting caught. Okay. That would be mighty unfortunate. If you know what I'm saying. It's like the one where it prints and you gotta shake the photo bunch. Ah. That one. I don't know. I think it's called, if I'm not wrong, Polaroids? It sounds like some sort of disease, but that was what I was told. It was called Polaroids. Is it? Now I am kind of curious. Polaroids? Roids? Ah, Polaroid instant camera. Ah, okay. Are these expensive now that I think about it? I remember when I was at a wedding, they had these. Oh, they are not. Oh, I suppose. Oh, wow. They come in a range of prices? Huh. 130 to like 270 bucks. At least on JB Hi-Fi, that's the models they have. Oh, speaking of, I remember, what is it? When I just, like, ordered my graphics card, the 9070 XT Gigabyte OC, they actually, because I was using a VPN, right? They were like, oh yeah, we need you to confirm with us this purchase, because send us details, everything you can, in regards to this purchase, because it appears you're using a VPN. Mighty suspicious. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna send them an email. Well, okay, what details do you want? They're like, the next day they replied, oh yeah, what is it? They said, oh yeah, everything's been sorted on our side. I'm like, sure. Prices I will not be paying. Somebody, this is problem. Oh my god, Jimmy, how could you? Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Why isn't it the game audio being picked up? Oh no. Okay, let me just restart the game real quick. I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Jimmy, could you by chance tell me how the stream looks on Twitch? 'Cause it's showing me a red line on my bitrate, which is kind of concerning. Usually it's green. So I'm unsure of if it should be like that way. I suppose there's a quick way to check. If I go on an incognito window and find myself, I suppose. I could check real quick. Excuse me. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Wait. Yeah, everything's fine. What? That's interesting. Why is it red? That does not make sense. Interesting. Interesting. It should look better than before, because I doubled the bitrate. Well, more than doubled. And then changed the encoder to the correct one as well, which is the GPU encoder. Hello, Fishmail! Wait, Fishmail, I got a question. The stream looks much better than it usually does, right? Hopefully. I tweaked around with it, turns out my settings were messed up, so hopefully. I don't know. Fair enough. Fair enough. Because, yesterday, when I came, I was notified of the stream quality situation, I was told that my YouTube side looked kind of worse compared to the Twitch stream, and then I looked into it and found the issue. So hopefully that is fully resolved. I don't see anything different yet. Quality is still good. Huh. By chance, what quality are you streaming it in? Because I noticed the issues when it came to 720p. I did not check the other qualities. You couldn't catch me dead. I'm on 720, really? Maybe it's because, maybe it's those faster type streams like Wilds where like there's high action and whatnot. So watching a stream on YouTube, that's just me though. I don't know, I kind of prefer watching it on YouTube if I'm not interacting with the streamer, I suppose. Because YouTube, I don't get as many ads, if any, at all. And I feel like the experience is generally better when it comes to the stream stability and whatnot. But then again, I don't watch many streams on YouTube at all, I suppose. I mostly watch the VODs. So I suppose I can't really tell either way. Wait, that's so strange. On the streamer bot chat, like merge chat view, it says you sent a completely different emote. Like it says you sent the male symbol and then like an unidentified picture afterwards. What? That's kind of weird, huh? Interesting. And with that, it's time! I actually tried to do this event last minute, but obviously I couldn't do it. I got stuck on the boss, and then by the time I killed the boss, the server was maintenance. Yeah, it's time. It's time for the checkup. What does this checkup actually entail is making me curious. Wait, I can just go story, right? I don't have to do the combat again. Should I do the combat again? What do you guys think? Because, like, if I do the combat, I suppose I have to spend the energy. I honestly just win rated through most of it. Story, that works. Data collection, post-battle. Wait! If we do, like, the story button, then does that mean we can perhaps view the graveyard scene? Like, the alternative future back in back in Kanto 6? That you can't view it in theater? A look from beyond the glass as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor arena. You damned imbeciles! What's the point of everybody rushing at the same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead? Faust had attacked that entity first. The blame lies flatly with the others' delayed decisions. Apologies, yet concerned was I that To not dispose swiftly of that foe would... I think this is a great show-off of teamwork. Jesus Christ. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in combat without my command. Damn it, why won't any of you listen to my orders? Oi, your genius order was how the lass's head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck. It was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Worry thee not how befitting of a hero it is to perish in place of her co-patron. Jesus Christ. By the way, I found out that win rate is just the sinner making their own decision. Then not gonna lie, that would make sense. By that, rushing into the staggered and nearly dead. Wait! That is actually on point now that I think about it, because like whenever there's like one abnormality that's staggered and there's like three staggered abnormalities and then one that can actually fight clash, everybody rushes one and then the rest fight and then leave the rest alone, basically. That's like oh god. Don Quixote falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variations of "you're doing it wrong," but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decisions continued to bungle the fight. Welcome back, Armageddon. Donkey? The donkey is no more. At least for the next probably 5 to 10 minutes. If I tried, this researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. Ahoy! How have you been, Armageddon? Anything good, sad, interesting you've been up to? This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop pacing and compose yourself? We're almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I feel fat. Is that so fat, you say? What were the perhaps leading the events that led to this feeling fat? Perhaps a good old feast? Buffet by chance? Maybe I should pin this just to say it. FYI, trying to improve my speech patterns. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, let me just post that real quick and pin it. In case that's freaking anybody out, because I know when I tried it. I've heard when people try it, sometimes, like, the other party of the conversation kind of freaks out. Went to a coworker's wedding and ate a lot. Ooh, yummy food. Is there anything in particular that stood out, perhaps? I know the last wedding I went to, there was delicious pork. Roast pork. They had pork cracklings on the side, and then the roast pork on the other side. Slightly different speech pattern, yes. I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's help the sinners out of this bind first. Okay, I am just going through the story as well, FYI. I have win rated everything and not read any of the story. Okay. What was the post? Oh, Jesus! What the? There was a bug that flew on me. That made me panic quite a bit. Well, do you guys notice anything different? That went, well, as expected of our executive manager. An exceptional development of your strategic genius reminds me of the early years of my career. Thanks. Phew. Got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the tests. Next on the docket is... Otis knows your win rating, which is the scariest thing in Limbus. Oh god. Being called out. I would have asked Mersault for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyways? Let's go. Welcome back, Mons. Do you notice a stream quality difference by chance? On your end? Like, is it better? Is it worse? Well, if you really want to get into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. I'm really bad at noticing these kinds of things. Fair enough. It's probably not as evident when it comes to Limbus stuff, as there's a lot less moving things on the screen unless it's battles per se, and even then it's... You probably only need to look in detail when it comes to the clashing decisions. Unless it's a Yisod meltdown, I can't notice it very well. I see. Oh, come on, fellas. There's gotta be more to it than that. Sure there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because, like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particularly egregious stretching. I see this, this started off quite chill, and then, I don't know, it just spiraled into whatever this is, data collection. It would come, oh god. Come up to, huh. There is one X challenge there that will make you cry. Oh god. Heard Gregor has potential. I did like his priest ID. Whoa, that sound just now. I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Oh, I was just doing some stretches. Can't seem to do them without making these noises nowadays. Oh, what do you mean you can't? That right there, the creaking sound of time's ravages, Oh, I know Dante's been turning the clock to rewind our time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe from the pain repeatedly... Dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Hong Lu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is fine even though she's hundreds of years old? She's got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Hong Lu's unprompted catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden, stifling halt. I thought we were gonna take some time to actually broach the subject, but, you just bulldozed through the whole mess, huh? I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everybody was so sensitive about their age. God damn it, Hong Lu. That's... Wait, am I... Oh god, I didn't adjust my mic volume level again. That's, 'tis not the concern. To concern thyself with, be not so... Wait, so Dawn's personality kind of mixed with Sancho's? Cause, like, I'm feeling a little bit of a middle ground with that response just now. Or is Sancho fully back? Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the bus's air quality. Oi, Scoot! This is my designated seat you're planting your arse in. I'll whack ya. Sancho fully back? Ah, I see. On the other hand, here's this guy without a care in the world. Almost makes me wonder if he even remembers what just happened. But she decided to go back to the stage as Dawn. I mean, I suppose that would cause us problems here and there. Be more convenient everywhere, to be honest. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly. Don Quixote, I'm sure you can sink... I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I'm quite fond of the temperament of our company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him and... Oh god. Dawn's choice of vocabulary has changed quite a bit, huh? The Rock won fish? I had to search for teams that actually won that X for me to copy. The boss is not easy. This is probably... I'd say this is more difficult than running into Kim with a sinking team without ego gifts. Had to resort to using friend IDs. I think I had to do something similar. Like, I didn't try any cheeses where I used one ID or anything, but I found it particularly difficult. Right. Now that that's over with, let's all shut up and keep the chin wagon to a minimum, eh? Seems plenty villainously dickish to me. Oh my god. By using Result borrow project. Finally I get my phone. I see you've got your phone back. Wait, you didn't bring your phone when you went to the place? It only has base ID and have to beat 7.5. Yeah, I didn't have any good Gregor ID. Alright. I don't know what Gregor ID I used. I think I used some crit one or something. Oh my lord. Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here. Shoo. Okay, let me refresh the chat. Oh, okay. Thank God the chat overlay actually updates. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to refresh that real quick. Let's see. Wait, I'm a dumbass. I should have copied. Okay, I need to copy that phrase and just ban it, because otherwise they're just gonna keep advertising again. This is basically my process for dealing with this shit. Where is it? Moderation settings, moderation, and blocked phrases and terms. Okay, block that shit. There we go. Back to Stream Manager. No, my phone got confiscated? Oh, Jesus. What happened? Did something unfortunate happen for that to occur, I'm gonna guess? I beat the expedition without any proper strat anyways. My only strat is win. It works. I think I just started taking too much chip damage when it came to it, so it was not a good time. It was roundhouse staggering nonstop to the point where I just couldn't clear it, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyways, am I the only one thinking that we got the thing? The thing? Well, you know, the thing that we tried a while ago but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. Deathmatch? What? Accidentally broke the rules and have to do 50 push-ups? Good exercise, good exercise. Buff red. Super buff red, right? Oh god. Not that. Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by that big body of water. Contextual clues suggest that he's making a request for a vacation. Yep, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to the spa or something. Relax, get our massages to loosen up our muscles some, please. You still have expectations for our employers, huh? Aha! I recall that young Mersault had given thee the quite exquisite massage, has he not? I have astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and the nerve structures of the human body. Have you heard of muscle shock? I have not. That is... I see your point. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thus understood it was the philosophy of Mersault's physical therapy that the most infallible methodology of the convalescence from pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seems that the time is here. Virgilius? Yes, I knew that this day would eventually come. The day is here. Why is everybody acting so serious all of a sudden? Rodian's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, to a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. What could possibly be that it needs this much buildup? The time is here. Oh boy. In other words, it is time for Limbus Company's dramatic gulping noise. Regular checkup. Regular checkup? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago requesting that we send the sinners for a regular checkup. But it was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. They've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What? Checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I've never personally experienced it myself, but it sounds like they're just checking to see how we're doing health-wise? Why is Limbus muted? Oh god. Limbus has been muted this whole time? Jesus. Nobody said anything. I didn't know. Oh god. Well, that's that. Thank you for letting me know, Mons. That is very helpful. Thought you were practicing your ASMR skills? No, they don't have voice lines here either. So, that's that. I turned around getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? What is this? Only to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression frozen onto her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael, with her worldly experiences, would leap onto this opportunity to lecture us all about how things worked outside Limbus Company. Regular checkups are... Oh, you're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. No. Someone is addicted to an alcoholic. Nani? Company that cares about its employees' health in this city? Amazing. health is productivity. So I remember, I don't know how widespread it is, but like when it came to office work, I remember I was alluded to the fact that certain offices served healthy free lunches and then had like mini gyms and whatnot in their office as an incentive to like keep like for the employees to use them and keep healthy, as you know, healthy workers more productive. I think it was something along the lines of exponentially more productive because of how things work. Not the regular checkup. Miss Ishmael's expression suggests otherwise, Miss Rodia. Ah, I did hear some fixer offices or associations employ varying methodologies when it comes to regular checkups depending on their characteristics. They also paid minimum wage, but who cares about that? Oh god, that... Oh, 10 million pizza parties? I'd prefer 10 million pizza parties as opposed to nothing. Oh, right. I remember at my old office, they would, you know how, like, they have meetings or, like, conferences and whatnot? And then, like, I think it was, like, kind of like, they had a company-wide address, right? So they bought catering, and then the leftovers they put in the fridge. Anybody could go get it anytime. I was like, oh, damn, I don't have to bring lunch today. Like, the next day, I was like, came in without lunch, nom 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 nom. Because I generally finished my work in the office pretty fast, so I just, yeah, went in there and just started going through the good stuff. Get in there! Locked up until there's only one left standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues. The only key to escape. What kind of checkup did she have to go through? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced, abject horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through the regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. The regular checkup. Prefer to work at home, achieve super productivity and super health. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but for me specifically, when it came to working at home, I noticed my productivity went down because I was not disciplined enough to keep the hours. No, I suppose my productivity went up, but my hours went drastically down that I could focus because there were so many things distracting me at home. Step 5 civilians for checkup, nani? You're prepared to go through the regular checkup. Okay, I read that. Are you prepared to endure through everything that... What's wrong with this bloke now? Mate's looking all pale. I don't understand why every he's making such a big deal out of this. I don't think it's that bad. I think we used to have annual health checkups back in school, too. What kind of checkups? They'd put us all in the same room, measuring heights, weights, running some basic fitness tests. Uh-huh. Prithee, wherefore do they seek the measurements of such characteristics? Characteristics? Hours down, productivity up. That's the point. Oh, no. My hours were, like, halved. So even though my productivity was up, I did probably, like, 60 or 80% of the work. Because my hours basically either got chopped to, like, a third or, like, a half. So, and then the thing I was doing was, because they were digitalizing everything at the project, and it was my job to sort through everything because there was several managers on site, and I had to basically put them all in one system, sort them nice and tidily, but I got rushed at the end, so I kind of just shoved everything in. Like, as long as the name made sense, I didn't care anymore. Started reading deep work to increase even more productivity. Was able to condense 5 hours work into 1 hour 30. Amazing. Let's go. Damn. You working fast. Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right. So don't explain shite about why you need to know that, does it? Why they needed to find it necessary to spray people with those stinking chemicals just to see if someone got lice in their clothes? What? Huh? Huh? I see there's a very wide difference in checkups they have in mind. What? He must have gone through his share of rough checkups as a kid too, huh? You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they'd test us. Otis confidently marched up to the front of the other sinners with an assertive grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority among us. A true authority. But by your parlance, true authority, could it be that you're questioning whom among us is our leader? But I'm standing right here. I humbly request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstandings about my suggestion, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface that this with the declaration there cannot be an iota of doubt toward the Executive Manager Dante's authority. Excuse me. Of course. Okay. Okay. But was this not always a topic of great contention among us? That which of us is most fit to command the squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael? Or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. The lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team, always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop to the ground, give me 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain the willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where is your readiness for self-sacrifice? What the heck? No one's arguing with you, Otis. Who are you even talking to? Aha! So to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in a small room and making us fight to the last sinner standing? A silence fell upon us as Hong Lu's succinct summary. Wait. Ryushu, please! I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it, I'll give you one hell of a fight. My fists used to be the bloody infamous in the Black Streets. Fine, so that's how we're doing this? Huh, I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... Okay, so where are we off to? They didn't even listen for explanations. Who's the strongest sinner? Strongest base sinner? I would like to assume would be Ryushu, right? I don't know. I don't know, that's what I'd... Ryushu just comes to mind. I don't know about anybody else, to be fair. Well, I suppose if we're going like this, right now, Dawn would be, because, you know... Which sinner is the strongest in my opinion? Right now, definitely Dawn. I don't think there's a doubt about that, right? I don't think there's a doubt about it. The battle excuse me, the regular checkup takes place at Faust, you know what I mean? God damn it! Faust! The sinners seem to be under serious misunderstanding about what the regular checkup entailed, but Faust had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters you speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus Company? Yes. Oh, we're finally going to visit the headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us. We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instance, thou sayest? Yet mine heart is faint prepared, prithee. Allow us time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyways? Hopefully it's not too far from here. That is a secret. However, I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mephistopheles. Oh, come on. How are you supposed to get there if you're not going to tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mephistopheles? You're not about to suggest that we board the warp trains again, are you? Yushu and Otis are pretty strong, but not to Sancho's level, it seems. Yeah, I mean, Sancho basically took on the rest of the team with egos and IDs and whatnot, so, you know, I don't think there's much of a competition. Well, in our case, it'd be just Dawn as a sync ID. Wait, no, I didn't do that, actually. It was just for specifically Don Quixote. I shan't ever board the warp train again. Indeed, will we not be boarding a warp train for this journey? So are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take the doors instead. A sound suggestion. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness, or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our intended end coordinates. Or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? Then I'd rather take that bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle Royale. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destinations. Further research? Are you implying you made modifications to the back door? A close assessment. However, it would be more accurate to say the back door was merely used as a reference. How did you even make time for the research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? LCA and Faust established multiple communications with a certain wing aspirant company during the spare hours between our travels to garner multiple cooperation efforts regarding the stabilization of the back door. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L-Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. W Corp. Oh, is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp's decline have been spreading more and more as of late. I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Newspapers also featured op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearances as well. I see. So they've been furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp as a wing. But to supplant a wing before it even falls on its own? Now that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme, perhaps in the works, to ally with such ambitious parties. Is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wings? I, at this moment, am not privy to such details. Miss Otis, we needn't make such predictions in such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internal and external, having fallen to such desperation as to seek the assistance of our company. It is no wild presumption to predict that it shall crumble ere the advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, were quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but eliminates the corridor, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another. A portal, if you will. So you resolved all the aforementioned side effects, then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes accuracy of the target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases activation period would be cut short, causing the door to prematurely shut and amputate subjects as they were traversing between doors. Oh god. There has been much progression in the stabilization efforts, however, minimizing pentasection incidents. Most recent incidents have been limited to bisections. Oh god. Not gonna hack to a cliff soloed. Oh, and hi, what? What if Dante was trapped and betrayed in the mirror dungeons for a million years? Check Discord media and a knee. Oh wait, I didn't drag Discord to the... Oh, okay. That would explain a lot. I didn't ping live either! God damn it! Completely forgot. I was so focused on my change of... my changes in speech that, evidently I forgot a lot of other things. I'm not in just chatting still, am I? No, I'm not. Good. Okay. There has been much progress in the stabilization efforts. However, yep, read that. You'll remember and get stronger than Virgilius and you were combined. What the heck? What the frick? Where did you find this? They both sounded equally awful to me. I would not behold mine own left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart upon coming to the headquarters. Well, well. All this idle chatter of unnecessary concern tells me that your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. I saw a large, unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that the vehicle? It's got no windows, though. How tiresome. Now off the bus. After destroying Frangilius, you will get a color title and be called the Red Clockhead. Yeah, I suppose you can't call Dante the Red Eyes, huh? He does not appear to have eyes, even though I suppose he can still visually observe everything. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into an unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines. And on the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. This is... Assistance from P-Corp in the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means it in cohorts with young Cesar? Cesara? Are you? Hoity! Much did I aspire to regale her in the tales of the contract's glorious completion of mine heroism and bravery. 'Tis quite far from of thee to meet her all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Faust seemed relieved. Ah, worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the sights of Limbus Company headquarters. Thy tis hath not been tatted for. There are numerous reasons for which you are yet to be allowed into headquarters, but as it would be fruitless effort to explicate them all, we will not cover that subject here. Don Quixote's page is that. You're past 10%! You can make it! Just 90 more percent to go. Less than 90, I suppose. Phew! Glad to hear we're not sitting through another lecture. Let me check something real quick, actually. I am a little bit curious as to what's going on here. Excuse me. I see. The primary reason is, however, that there were several limitations to bring the members of our department to the headquarters brought upon by frequent transness movements and irregular scheduling of our missions. Why did ya say all that if you were gonna explain it anyways? Wait, more importantly, what's that about collaborating with P-Corp? Boy, here we go again. P-Corp's singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words. Expansive space warping technology. Oh, right. Didn't you say that Miss Cicera told you something about how the principle of P-Corp singularity is a lot like how La Manchella Land works? Right. La Manchella Land was much bigger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kinds of space-expanding singularities? It's how should I put this? Isn't it a bit too mundane of a city tech for P-Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That's quite the intelligent question. Compliments! How nice! Ishmael is correct in suggesting that the technology to expand a given space is commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making use of this space expansion technology, but isn't a P-Corp singularity, would be Mephistopheles. The ultimate purpose of P-Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the outside world no matter how severely its exterior is battered. To have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive P-Corp product is, the safer interior from its damaging outside conditions, such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of the vehicle utilizes P-Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior from all forms of impact, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't dimensional trucks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? Sync, why y'all freezing up for all of a sudden? There was a creepy story that used to circulate among the kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So, a Deviant Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second, and a curious kid crawls into their courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story there. Here, look. The story kept me up kept me up at night for a whole week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares about the scenario where... Hey, come on. Stories... Sometimes a story's just a story. Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmares was most likely an accurate retelling of the true story. Several regulations were added to the Hana and Deviat Association rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp train technology employed by P-Corp shares a degree of similitude. The parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate on the same scale. Anywho, the point is that we'll always have access to headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics of communication supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument? As I expected, there will be much trouble on its own. That would be much trouble on its own. Has that detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nests across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here developed using P-Corp and aspirant W-Corp's technology will gradually be installed in various places across the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virgilius gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle, and the giant door earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore is that gate over yonder shuddering so... Wait, what? Energies now linked are routing toward that gate. When the gauge displays around the glowing door filled, the door slowly began to slowly open. Entering now. When it fully opened, Faust made her way inside, like it was just another door. Well, let's follow her inside. There was a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines coupled with a low, droning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of weird, odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I hear heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside the odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. Is the floor of the LCE department. LCE? Hopefully we'll get to proudly stride in through its HQ front gate one day. Is there even a HQ front gate? I kind of doubt it, honestly. But I suppose we're the main team, kind of. So, kind of maybe likely? Ah, who's the assistant? Heathcliff seemed eager as Hohenheim had suggested express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Right, you there! Get in line, single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. God damn it! I know I put it in the thumbnail, but Jesus Christ. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are basic apparatuses of all researches. God damn it. They're all adjusting their glasses as they say it. Look, slightly pushing up the glasses helps to put the air of studiousness, studious, learned individual, like so. Just like how slightly pushing up the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have for lunch makes it seem as though I am contemplating on the more profound aspects of life. Jesus. Oi! Let's not make this any harder than it's got to be, lass. Snuff out the cig in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can't you just do as I say for once? Huh, he's actually pretty effective. It seems that we are now ready to conduct the tests, finally. Wait. Is this basis of Ardor Star Blossom? I'm guessing this is the basis of... which one was it? The Charge Ego. The primary purpose of this test is to see on physical level how your current abilities scaled compared to yourselves before your hiring. I see. They're trying to see how they've progressed since they've joined the company? I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the words progression caused a rather loud ruckus amongst the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, executive manager, I can confidently say that that the thought of progressing as a person and in all aspects of life is ingrained into my very being. Thus, as a fruit of these efforts, I have grown to be much more precise and scathing in my critique of others' mistakes. That's not what we're looking for, Otis. Jesus. Okay. What the heck? Is that progress, though? Perhaps I have learned to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on worries of all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts. Now, I have come to accept certain things as they are. Oh! And I've come to, sometimes, allow my mind to form a fret of rigorous reason, floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Is that not quite pleasant? Okay. I would guess that is progression of sorts, but they're measuring physical, right? Not mental. I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger, too. Oh! Look, I think I'm getting calluses in my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us, because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a spectacular year, you know? Wait, we had like 2 years? They had 1? Huh, okay. So, by the time we're like very old, they'll still like lore-wise be young. I mean, I suppose that's... yeah, sure. A brutal year, yet so potent with the significance. True. I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right? I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We've all grown closer, you know? Like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. A certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of heart-to-hearts. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will. Equally defanged? In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the same general level as 11th Sinner here. Why am I your point of reference? If this is what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Oi! Take that back. I take it back. Not... So, you're really not that much stronger than I am, huh? Wow! Sync! The sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering into the ether? That's it, you bloody... Excuse me, I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the golden bough? Wait. Does this have anything to do with the chains that appeared when we first entered into a contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of the golden bough is connection. You are now all fairly, evenly, and equally mediocre. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, did merely we go holding festivals driven from Ohio? Wait, where did I see that? Oh, that one. The one you posted in Discord. Right. Hohenheim's comment on the subsequent stairs seemed a bit targeted. Think of it as something akin to Quipcloth, deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. So the truth is finally revealed. This is why I, Otis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined this company. Art thou implying thou hast always known? Of course I had been in my prime. Had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable doormats in a matter of seconds. You wipe the floor with doormats? Man, we're all so prone to saying whatever once the burden of proof is gone, huh? That's why my murderous arm has been quiet ever since they hired me. It didn't really have anything to do with my heart after all. Cracker. Oi! What's the use of all this chatter? What matters is that we've all been brought down to a level of the land. But I got calluses in my palms. Yet not all Golden Bow's effects must have been a detriment to us. Yisang started carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning into a tinderbox. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Was it not the advantages granted to us by the Golden Bows impaled in the pallid of white whale of the Great Lake by which we triumphed? What, really? Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it is likely that we may have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. That makes sense, I guess. I never could have knocked Heath out in one punch if I was only as strong as Sync. It's really a handy trick, you know? Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by the Golden Bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be an individual's idiosyncrasies. Heck does that mean? Sancho can beat Virgilius. She's just weakened to Sinclair level. Oh, Jesus. That is unfortunate if you think about it that way, huh? That is an interesting thought. Heh. Won't waste my breath boasting. You never do anyway. Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. What exactly goes into these tests? I know there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of a subject with a quick scan, so is it going to be something like that? Oh my god. Talking differently and like trying to be high energy about it is it's a lot more tiring than I thought. The back of my head is like kind of painfully numb. I don't know if I could keep it up for a whole stream if I have to read everything. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of ways to determine one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know of a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group. A perfectly appropriate methodology? We spent some time out of our busy schedules to tailor each test for each sinner of the LCB. That was pretty tough, I'll have you guys know. Tailored tests for each sinner, huh? I don't really like the sound of that if you ask me. We will utilize the Pekachula and the distortion phenomenon. That doesn't sound like much of some... That doesn't sound like some super innovative method that you were building up to. What a letdown. Right? For all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Alright, that's enough chatter. Now get in here. Oh my god. Wait, we haven't seen the guy with antlers in action. He hasn't said anything, has he? I don't believe that he has. Like, he's just hanging back here and observing so far. Next up, you three! Let's get in there! Indoor voice will do, bud. We can hear you just fine without you shouting at the top of your lungs. Heathcliff. Hello, welcome back, Flowerheart. How are you doing on this fine day? Anything good, bad, or interesting? Oh my god. Excuse me. Now, let us discuss the Pekachulim Pigrit. Oh, how do you pronounce this? Pygritia? Sloth. Stones are sturdy, but that's all there is to them. They're directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. I have already completed the battles. I just skipped the story so I could just do it because like I tried to last minute rush the event, FYI. So yeah, there's that. It is efficient to live within the bounds of rigidly established routines. Getting lumped in with these two is making me real self-conscious all of a sudden, like I'm some lazy incompetent. Don't compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency? Well, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent. Oh, jeez, that doesn't help. Honestly, I wonder why a Korean gacha game, one of only adaptations that adapted with correctly. Huh. It might be, at least from secondhand information I was told by many Limbus players, that Project Moon is absolutely literature nerds. I suppose. But they really took an interesting approach with Limbus Company. They literally just plucked characters here, there, here, everywhere, and then put them in as they are. Almost as they are, like as much of as they are as they can be, I suppose. And then just put them in a scenario and see how they act kind of deal. I think, I kind of feel that. Like, it feels like one of the reasons the story is good is due to the fact that it seems like each character has their own goals, ultimate goals, to why they're doing what they're doing. So that feels good. I think that's the ultimate form of storytelling. Like, you put the characters in there, and then I suppose you put a scenario in front of them, and then just see how they, like, you kind of have to predict what they would do and stuff, I suppose, in the writing. And then go from there. I'll admit that I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not that rusty yet, just yet. Charging alone into danger poses too late. This will be harder than expected. Let us provide assistance. Heathcliff is character from Wuthering Heights, and Wuthering Heights was adapted many times. And also all adaptations, Heathcliff is one. Wait, I see. I thought there would be like even in one adaptation that will come next year's fucking still doing it. I mean, does it hold like out of curiosity? Does that detail hold like? What's a good way to put it? Story or like? What's a good way? Like some sort of story implication that it should be a certain color? Because let's say, I think the Amazon Lord of the Rings is a good example. They had like, if I'm not wrong, black elves and whatnot, and then like every race was like every color of people were everywhere, so it basically diminished the point of people having any color, like race color at all. It felt unnatural in that sense, I suppose. So in that context, I would say it matters more, but I'm not familiar with Heathcliff's case, so I'm kind of asking, is it in Heathcliff's case? How would I say? Relevant? In his case, very much yes. I see. Yeah, then I would agree that is an issue. Okay. Wait, we did the story? Is there a post-story? Nope. Okay. How far are we? Oh shit, we are quite far. Is it because he was adopted, I suppose? Or like from the picked up from the back streets? Is that like part of the implication, I suppose? Next up, Gluttony. Roots of the plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them, however, that they are not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Hang on a minute, what is this? What's this? Heathcliff, after flipping through a few more pages ahead, looked up at Hohenheim and shouted, "Are we really going to do this song and dance for each and every one of these Pekachula? Why don't we just lump them together like how you paired up us sinners? Running low on patience already? Only simpletons would make such a basic suggestion. It's standard protocol in case you weren't aware. I'm also unhappy about the process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of a proper test result." Welcome back, General Spammer! Welcome, welcome! I mean, he was literally described as Dark Sin in the book. I thought in the, like, the implication was like, you know, it was like, what is it? Yeah, I don't know, a good way to put it, I suppose. I'm thinking, but I can't come up with anything without getting into politically shit, and I kind of don't want to do that. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, I suppose. Because I'm thinking like, no, I won't go there. Well, it's standard protocol in case. You make a valid proposition. What? Very well. I also fail to see the necessity in fighting these Pekachula one by one, especially given the busy schedule ahead of us. Your suggestion is accepted, Assistant. Huh? What? Really? Aren't you the one who suggested it? If we didn't have to fight them one by one anyway, then why didn't we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest that margin of error may grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see. I say the benefits of smaller margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Bloody hell, just let it go, yeah? Yeah, Otis, come on. This very carelessness is why I think we can risk a 0.06% greater margin of error, right? Indeed, it is sometimes necessary to prioritize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I will abide by the executive manager's judgment. Very well, then allow me to explain the Pectula morositasis gloom as well. Have you ever immersed yourselves in deep waters? Quite easy to sink into the depths, no? However, the deeper one sinks, the harder does it become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions, no matter how much you thrash around, desperately looking for something to grab onto. All you find is futility. Such is gloom. Listen, I'm just ranting a bit about 20 adaptations, can't give him book accurate experience. Yeah. Oh, I suppose, yeah, that is one aspect. I think one of the animes that was adapted that pissed me off was they completely changed a character's appearance. Like, it still fit the archetype, but oh god, it just didn't sit well with me. Like, it was adaptation from manga to anime, so I just didn't bother watching the anime. Then again, I probably should catch up with the manga. I haven't touched it in a few years. I mean, it's completely fair. I think if you like enjoy the source, I believe when it's adapted to a degree you don't feel is doing it justice. There's frustration, I feel like. Yeah, I suppose one of the few benefits of working for this company is the constant motion gives no time for such emotions to drag us down. Especially now that I have some level of confidence that they might actually keep their end of the contract. Ooh, sounds like a disagreement's brewing. Even after I've joined the bus team, I still feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know? Though I'm only here because I want to be here, but still. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise above the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Well, it's all ready now. In you go. You too, assistant. You aren't exempt from the tests. Cliff trying to get out of it. Huh? Me too? Listen, I have a love-hate relationship with the book, completely fixated on his game version. What here is that? Perfect timing. I've been getting a bit tired of all this mental exercise. Right, then, let's wrap this up quick. Alright. Now, did we have a... Was this actually a 6 ID battle? Oh, right. I remember one of the last ones was... Oh, I think it was this one. Or was it? Later on. Well, they weren't too much trouble. Next up's you two. Get in there. With Ryushu? Let's do this, I guess. ST. What? She wants to switch teams. God damn. Really? Now? What's your problem this time, Ryushu? Your dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. It's dulled so much that I doubt I can even impale that sickly nerd over there. I don't think she'll have too much trouble impaling Hohenheim. Hohenheim. God damn it. I'd much rather watch that blood fiend fighting again. Thou speaketh of me? That's 'tis quite the pickle. Oi, she wants to switch teams, is that alright? Of course not. You heard the man, let's go! I admit that my harpoon's not as sharp as it used to be, and I admit that I've lost a bit of my edge since then. But we're all sailing on the same boat. I'm not going to hold you or anyone else back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpness when the need arises. I'm swapping you out as soon as you start making a fool of yourself. Jesus Christ. Lass, I thought I've been clear enough on this. Switching teams ain't a thing. Speculum superbiae pride. Hohenheim droned on as if the bickering sinners didn't exist in this world. Wheels, symbol of technology, and the vector of humanity's ultimate pursuit. The wheel, in its boundless pride, rolls on and on in search of the perfect circle, something unconquered even by nature. Yet it remains uncaring for the flesh it rends nor the grass it tramples in its path. Since that just confidence? Isn't that just confidence, not pride? You can't get anything done just by sitting idly by. One might even say that pride is another name for overconfidence that oft claims trailblazers or those who have never tasted failure. Someone like you, Hohenheim? Well, that certainly is a perspective. Next up, luxuriae, lust. Moving on just like that, huh? The meaning of peccatulum luxuriae? Lust is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would say that it is... yes. An obsession to spread a fragment of what forms the self. A desire to propagate, not to breed. Of course, there is more to this concept than just that. While the word itself may be subject to interpretations limited to the carnal understanding, to share one's knowledge, one's ideas, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself, you seek to express that such thing are lust as well? Not bad. I've always appreciated these discussions with the learned. There's never any dead air. Admit it, Heathcliff. All of that flew right over your head, didn't it? Why even ask? Unnecessary. Shut up and get in there. Jesus Christ. Zero, not forgiving at all. Jesus, not giving Heathcliff any breaks just because he got named assistant, I suppose. No. We did this. How many more? Whoops. I think it was 15, if I'm not wrong. 4 more? It's quite a unique health checkup system they use here. Verily nigh is time for young Yisang and I to face the test. The nature of our trial shall take form as peccatula invidiae. I assume that we have all first-hand experience with static shocks. Doth static shock have aught to do with envy? Anyone who's been subject to both static and the envy of others must know the latter stings in the same manner as the former does. I'll ill comprehend thine explanations. I see. To explain in plainer example, Miss Don Quixote, you have always been fond of and held great respect for the illustrious color fixers, am I correct? Verily, I should be second to none were my passion for them to be measured. Hello, fellow users of the internet. Hello, lost cup of coffee. Where were you lost and how was it found? Where am I going with this? I don't know. But how are you? Now imagine yourself at a convention of sorts in which the illustrious color fixers are holding an event to disseminate their autographs, and imagine that you're part of the excited queue. It's been hot minute since I've been here. How art thou? Improving, I'd say, improving. from mistakes I've just learned. Like, I think it was like, a good way to put it would be, I didn't check up on stream side of stuff, and there was quite a bit of fuck-ups. And then, yeah. So, once I've noticed, I've kind of just been picking it back up, hopefully, in quality. Both literally and figuratively. Duh. Oh, indeed, I have mentally placed myself there. Proceed. Yet, in great misfortune, the event comes to a close, mere moments before you were to receive your autograph. Alack for woe! Fate plays such cruel jest on my pitiful soul! Now, do imagine what sort of emotion you would feel for the fellow fan who received the final autograph immediately before you wanted to receive yours. Ere the chance was robbed? Well, 'twould be quite the jealousy burning within mine heart. A painfully tingling sensation in my... Oh. You're certainly enjoying explaining things, don't you? I suppose all scholars are kindred spirits. After all... You two, quit the chin wagging and get in there! Oh yeah, Coffee Cup, how have you been though? In this period of time that we've not seen each other? Verily, then onward to a new adventure! Then I shall follow. I can't get the... Reading like the female lines is kind of difficult. I wanted to like do the voice act, like a little bit of voice acting, but I don't know how to get from where I am to doing the other gender's voice. Oh, okay. I've been quite good, got my license, got a job, quit my job, lost my... Oh my god! That is such a roller coaster! Oh my god. Hopefully you've been taking good care of yourself then. Hello! I don't know why I've gotten really into like putting a lot of energy into calling your name. I just love doing that, I suppose, in like just for people in general. Oh, that's good to hear, good to hear. Wish I could roll on my RS. Wait, RS? Oh yeah! Risu, Monster Hunter Wilds endgame weapon, the Gamba. You have to Gamba for the parts, you have to Gamba for the roll reinforcements on the parts. I need all affinity, and Jesus Christ, it's not a good time. R's? Ah. I wish I could roll my R's. I see. I don't know. Rolling R's is difficult. I suppose that was an attempt. An attempt was made. The foundation that had led to this disaster was laid by none other than Yisang, whose sin was making an innocent, tragically casual comment. Something after we ran our final tests. My R's stop after the first one. Yeah, it's really hard, I think. Like, your tongue has to, like, flap up and down intensely while you're doing the R's. Roll my R's. Rolling R's is pretty easy, really? Is there, like, tips? For me, at least? Huh. What shape do you put your tongue, if I may ask, when you're rolling R's? Because I'm trying the sideway, I mean, the C shape, I suppose? Roll. Rolling. Rolling my R's? I don't know what shape. Maybe there's, like, you know, tips here and there. Perhaps you might have for us? I don't even know where to start. Wait, that kind of sounds like a purring cat, doesn't it? I don't know why it reminds me of that, but hey. Excuse me. Wait, so now that you hit the end game, what are you up to then in Wilds? Catboy aura? Okay, that's just allegation. Put your tongue at the roof of your mouth, just the tip, either middle left or middle right. Blow air through it. Arr. Roll, 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 roll my R's. R's. Yeah, kind of like purring. Yeah. I agree with it. Does sound like it, huh? Foxware. I don't know. Fox. I don't know fox sounds. What are even fox sounds? I don't think traditionally you hear much fox sounds, do you? Okay, let me Google this. You just piqued my curiosity. Fox sounds in text. Foxes squeak. Onomatopoeia for... Wait, what? Chow? What? What? Huh. Oh yeah, the fox laughs. Oh yeah. Wait, did I not show you that? Or maybe I did and then you've already seen it. Surely you've heard the song? Nope, I have not. Oh, what does... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that one. The fox, like, tickling the foxes videos of the Fox Shelter YouTube channel was amazing. I was like, what? Foxes made these noises? Oh, I was kind of amazed. It's such a cute noise! It was so unexpected as well. Right then and there, I kind of, after watching, I think, one of their videos, I came to the conclusion foxes are just a mix of cat hardware and dog software. Foxes be like, yeah, their giggling noises are so funny. Jindahan, and I just killed him. Oh, I've been farming that monster for, whatchamacallit, armor spheres, because its parts give quite a bit of armor sphere points. And I pretty much finished everything besides my weapon. I still have a tier 7 weapon. And there's apparently tier 8, so... And that, I think I need to finish the mainline story. I've hit the 40 HR cap until I do the main story on stream on Friday. What day is today, actually? Today is Wednesday, right? I am tempted to just do it on Friday, get it over with, and then just do something else on Friday. Do I need to farm, upgrade my stuff? But because he's so annoying, yeah, if he freezes you, you're basically cooked. Start playing Cult of the Lamb? Wait, how do you find Cult of the Lamb? I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of curious on maybe like streaming that after I'm done Wild, so I have like Kingdom Come, Limbus Company, Cult of the Lamb. Because like, I'd imagine it'd be quite good for stream interaction, right? Because you can name people that show up in chat as XYZ, the cult leader. And because I'm such a Giga Chan gamer, I play it on ultra hard. I only cried like 5 times because my members died. yeah, I'll just put Risu in the cult too, you know? It has nothing to do with you, Tsuki. What do you have to entice us to join said cult? The armor spheres, yes. Jindahad, carries, maybe. Question mark? I need a better I wish this model had a better laughing animation. Because it just looks like I'm yawning and looking up. Why the doubt? Do you have doubts in my abilities to kill the monster? There is my most loyal member named Har, and I absolutely love the guy, but he is now old age phase, and I'm already so sad. Oh no, there's aging? It's so Jover. It's so Jover. I thought there wouldn't be aging. Oh. Is there gonna be Hard Junior by chance? Please vacate the room, people. Cleanup coming through. Reincarnations? It is the cult, so... Reincarnation? Hard Junior will be a thing. Let's go. Apologies. Miss Don Quixote has ought to... Prithee, avail me but a moment. The shoelaces upon Rocinante have come undone. What? How? I remember tying like 7 different knots on your shoes. Jesus. 7? Only given to my most next. So it's rather... Har now has a legacy, a position, like... A position, it is now a position in the cult, would you say? Right, the right-hand man position. That is a good way to put it, right-hand man. I skipped the reincarnation trait for burial? Wait, reincarnation is an option, Nani? That sounds sick! Ah, yet there were quite the hideous accessory to be forced on Rocinante. I have tied one of them once again in shape of a ribbon. Yeah, the knots didn't look that great. Ribbons are cute. Oh boy. Yet one must begin to wonder about the consequences of Miss Don Quixote freeing her feet from Rocinante at her present state. Whatever art thou suggesting? Rocinante is none other than my internal steed, bound to by fate itself. None shall ever dare sever the bonds betwixt us. It's cult with daemons? The fuck do you expect? Actually don't know what daemons are. That's true, I just see cute little sheep. Are they sheep? The game has fishing? Wait, it has fishing? You can customize your game is literally called Cult of the Lamb. No. Oh, wait, what's the difference? Is there a difference between lamb and sheep? All of my members are foxes. Sheep are older. Lamb was only baby sheep? Ah, yeah, that. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I still can't get over the fact that veal is actually baby cow meat. Still kind of weird to me. I mean, you ear lamb more than mutton? Wait. Oh yeah, I suppose when things get older the meat's not as tender, so the younger ones are generally picked to be eaten first. The naughty ones are hedgehogs and the I mean working bunches. Nani? Beef is tender. I suppose it depends how you cook it. Is veal? Would veal be more so if you cook it in the same way? I wonder. I think that's the case, right? Kind of sad to think about it. You kind of right on that. We don't think too hard, otherwise you're not gonna feel good for the next plate you have with meat. You know, we shall see what Ara makes his underlings. Tofus wouldn't be an option, would they? Unless there's a mod, I highly doubt it. And Faust's reply was to set fire upon that rather combustible foundation. I cannot know. What? An obvious outcome given that no relevant data has ever been collected. Well then, no time like the present to get collected, huh? Good thing we're in the lab too. Where else are we gonna get another chance to do that? This course of action is highly inadvisable. Yeah, sounds like bad time to me. I heard all kinds of horrible stuff on the train the moment her shoes came off. You can make your cult members fish and feed them fish? Jeez! Which makes sense because, well, I suppose that's not wrong because fish is like such a big category. spiders are... Oh, Jesus. Wait, if you think about it, I think I am not sure about this. Wait, yeah, I think it's only like cows eating cow meat causes mad cow disease, right? But then when chicken, you know, it's the same for chickens, and it's not, I mean, it's not the same for chickens. Chickens don't get anything, I don't think. Well, lambs don't eat meat, so... Well, what's up with that, actually? Why is it specifically cows, I wonder? Sure did! But that's... 'Twas but an independent decision called by Rushnante itself due to certain extreme circumstances that had naught to do with mine will. Well, you know, potato. God damn it. I was already quite aware that the core of that individual may as well lie in a pair of running shoes. Fie on thee! Thou shan't treat a person as I like some useless shell. Oh, damn, okay. No joke, 4 spiders feeds a cult member, but it takes 2 berry bushes to feed one. Jesus, cows be a little different? Yeah, I guess so. Huh. On ultra hard, at least, it's steady progression? Let's say... Would you recommend, let's say I'm just an average gamer, would you recommend, given that I'd be kind of distracted if I play it on stream, to play it on that difficulty, or would that be ill-advised, would you say? What if we slipped her shoes off and on again really quickly? Oh my god, Gregor! Kind of like our... feel on easy mode would be kind of boring because you'd probably stockpile infinite items. This way I'm kind of just barely keeping things in order. I'm just basically getting by kind of like IRL. Jesus, intense both in-game and IRL moment. Damn. But I do agree, like, barely pulling it off is, for in-game, is like intent, like feels good. Like, I don't think... Well, whilst not, like, feeling like you're struggling, I suppose, I think is a good caveat to put in there. I recommend something like medium or hard, that way you can still read chat during stream. It makes more sense. Makes it more chill. Thank you for letting me know. I will write that down. Let me write that down because I have bad memory. Write that down real quick. Notes. If I play Cult of the Lamb on stream, put it on hard or medium. Plus, your cult members don't die at 30, probably. Probably, right? Surely. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, Gregor's asking some real questions I want some real answers to. Like, slipping the shoes on and off real quick, I really want an answer to that. Even though it's probably a really dumb experiment. I like real life, game is too real. Jesus. The standards here at the LCE department demands precise measurements. In other words, these tests would be meaningless if all we are measuring is a hollow shell. A hollow shell?! We have indulged your predictable provocations enough, Hohenheim. It seems necessary to remind you that you have not received the full report of what transpired during that incident. Oh god. I'm being pelted at. Okay, thank you for the 6. Oh god, more is coming. More be coming. I shall pour myself a cup as I watch these cities come. Okay, thank you for the 9 sippies. There we go. And here they all come. Ah, okay, make that 10. There we go. Oh my god. Make it 10. We like round numbers. Yes, round numbers do be nice. Oh, if you think about it, would you prefer a 9 or a 10? Because, like, 10 is round, yes. However, if you were talking about blocks for, let's say, Minecraft, having it as 10, unless you have a double door, and, like, what if you need a situation where it's like a triple, like 3-block exit for, like, some grand thing? Unless you're using piston doors. Would you rather shut the... We're having me new... I'm good, actually. Moving on. We have indulged. Don't be so logical. Yeah. I didn't say anything. In other words, you are risking the occurrence of an unexpected event. You concern yourself unnecessarily. The construction of my laboratory boasts a rather solid build. Not even abnormalities on the more powerful side of things can puncture holes in its walls. Oh, very well, I will not force your hand. However, due to your unwillingness, I am behooved to record as such in my research journal. Due to the concerned sinner's utterly terrified reaction at the prospect of having her remove her shoes, I must unfortunately leave only a half-complete test result here. Utterly terrified? Terrified? And for your information, these research reports are stored for at least a decade. Yes, we will have possession of a full record of your playing encounters for at least 10 years. Jesus. I lost my license for doing something bad, so I'd be careful. Oh no. Oh, you. Excuse me. Oh my god, the provocation is insane. Outcome NA. Reason subject was too scared to participate. After much contemplation, I've come to conclude that the dearest Rocinante deserved a moment of respite as well. And I, Don Quixote, shall demonstrate before thee that Don Quixote is Don Quixote in a core still, without Rocinante's assistance. Are you sure this is a good idea, Faust? Hohenheim, your employment at Limbus Company ever comes to an unilateral termination, I suppose the cause will be rather apparent. Your highly irresponsible level of curiosity. Not a good idea. Got it. On an unrelated note, think of getting a new car? Ooh! What kind of car are you going for? Because I think, what is it? From my understanding, both sides, like both electric and, like, is it petrol cars? Traditional cars, I suppose is a good way to put it, have their own ups and downs. I think petrol cars is just fuel costs, if I'm not wrong. And then electric would be battery costs and maintenance. Some like concerns with charging, I believe, on the fly, and then road trips is not possible, if I'm not wrong. Opel Astra H 2011 1.6 petrol? Well, 160,000 kilometers, so 100... I don't know miles, honestly. So, but that is a good frame of reference for people that uses miles. Wait, I'm curious. I don't think I've heard of... I'm guessing Opel is the brand. I don't believe I've heard of the brand. Maybe... yeah, I don't think I've seen this brand inside Australia. 100k miles is 144k kilometers. Oh, is that so? I thought 1 mile was 1.6 kilometers. I guess, like, I remember picking that up as a kid, but I guess, like, you know, I'm probably wrong. Opel is a brand. Is the brand not an Australian car? Oh, I thought, like, maybe, you know, who knows, there'd be some imported Opel cars, like, in Australia, you know? You know what I mean? I thought that maybe it'd be like imported to Australia because I've never seen this logo on a car. Is yeah, my point. Huh. Nah, kind of how Ford are ass in the EU. Wait, how come cars change quality depending on region? Is it like all Americans love Ford 150? F-150? All plastic car. Wait, really? Oh, as in you mean the insides? Surely the insides, right? If it's the outsides, I'd be concerned. It would be my greatest honor as a researcher. Hey, if anything ever goes wrong, Yisang will be the one... will be on the ready to slip these shoes right back on your feet at a moment's notice, okay? I shall be ready. Behold me, not with such excessive anticipation at all! There shan't be any new revelations here. Don Quixote begins to untie her shoes, seething. Interior is plastic, the valves are plastic. Jeez, anything that could be plastic is plastic. Oh no. Oh god. That doesn't sound very... It doesn't sound like a build that has a longevity. If I can make an engine out of plastic, it would be. That would be insane! What would you run? Oh my god. No. Like, is there even a plastic that can survive the heat of an engine? At least I don't think I know of one that is in existence. Excuse me. Don Quixote begins to untie her shoes, seething. The 7-layered knot poseth quite the difficulty. Young Ishmael, wherefore hast thou tied these cords with such unwavering tightness? I was hoping they'd be the last knot those shoelaces would ever tie. Jesus Christ. I have a criteria. Wait, Citroen? C4 pass Picasso right now? My dad's, but I'm the one driving it. Ugliest car I've ever seen. Jesus. Well, Toyota's Yaris older model looks similar, but it's so tiny it makes it even uglier. Wow. Really? You're piquing my interest once again. Let me Google this. I am not very familiar with cars. I just know look good, fuel efficiency, electric, diesel, or hybrid. That's all about. That's about all I know, and about how to drive one, I suppose. Well, that's it. I see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the look either. Not a fan. Oh well. Excuse me. I was hoping to be of course. Ah, there we go. Rest thee well, Roshnante. For I... Oh, the sinners and I were all quite nervous, but none of us stepped forward to stop this experiment. Why didn't we stop this? Was it because we thought? We knew removing Roshnante doesn't necessarily mean that she'll be losing control, because we saw its effects on the warp train at Lamachalalan. Or is it because we assumed that Roshnante was now just a disguise, and now that Don Quixote has accepted her past as Sancho, removing it wouldn't affect her psyche at all? Whichever was the case, it was a mistake to ignore that nagging feeling. Anywho, I'm off to work. Do enjoy stream. Maybe I'll see you later. See you in a bit. Have a good time at work. Thank you for popping by. Lost cup of coffee. Reminds me of Renault Twingo. Made an easy shifter. It's automatic, but it was a manual shifter. It's the definition of I'm American, but I try manual. Sancho have conceived. Dun dun. We do. Mother. Oh, mother. Our existence is death in perpetuity. Complete us. Fill our hunger. We pray unto you, fill us with the blood of humans, with the blood of humans. Oh god. The teeming, shouting voices suddenly begin to echo in my head. They were the voices of all the children he had embraced. Or perhaps this was the blood fiend's instinct given voice, imprinted upon them at the moment of their birth. Proliferate this disease, embrace this unending hunger for blood, and propagate the family. So many voices, so much yearning, so much desire. Every single kindred that has ever existed in the past kneels before Don Quixote. Oh, dearest mother, as your children, when shall we be permitted to quench this thirst for blood? I must drink blood. I have to drink all the blood that the family deserve to drink. I must. Dante? Dante, wake up! Hey, ain't this a lot like last time at that building when the fire on their head suddenly exploded? I gotta get a hold of myself. Thirst. My body can't even feel thirsty. This doesn't even make any sense. I'm okay. I'm okay now. Okay, what if Sancho creates kindred in other... Okay, Fishmail. Okay. The intrusive thoughts are getting to you. That would be interesting. How would that work? You do pose an interesting question. What did you see, Dante? If we want to bring Don Quixote back, we're going to need to quench your thirst somehow. We need something to sate the combined thirst, the desire of every single kindred. That's not good. Do you keep any blood here? At least try to quench what's... yeah, we have some blood samples if you need them. Damn. Have you been listening to what the executive manager's been saying? It's the combined thirst of every single kindred. A few blood samples aren't going to do anything. So you're going to sit here and do nothing? Ain't this just a matter of getting her shoes back on? Right. Yi sang shoes! Shoes! Get those shoes back on her feet! I can't not. A bizarre wall of pressure surrounds her. This is one luxury cig. Good flavor. I bought those luxury cigarettes with our last bonus pay. These readings are incredible. So much power, even in a state that is, for all intents and purposes, complete emanciation? What? You egged her on knowing this would happen? I had many outcomes in mind. Some were quite similar to this, but this is beyond the most extreme of my predictions. What the fuck are you so calm about this? How the fuck are you so calm about this? We've got to do something. You haven't even seen how hard this last hits. What would be the use of panicking now? If the outcome does not align with the predictions, the first course of action would be to analyze the given data. However, it doesn't seem like our containment measures will be the answer here. Thus, the task of stopping her seems to fall straight onto all of you. I hate this guy. What if a few blood samples actually does something? That would be a miracle, I think. Excuse me. Time for us to pay the price of curiosity. Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do this battle again, specifically just this one. Because I think I really like this one, if I'm not wrong. So I'm just gonna spend that energy, whatever. What team did I even bring in last time? I completely forgot. Did I bring a poise team? Oh my god, I didn't realize Dawn was in so many of my core teams. Huh. The only team it's not in is my Jessie team. Well, let's try this.
진리를 열기 위해.
The Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt has Dawn in it. The Wild Hunt sinking team has Dawn in it, pretty sure. Right?
너희도 이번 역경을
Oh
헤쳐나가기만
god, you can't even
하면
see the arms lungs.
능력을 기를 수 있을 거야. 비록 그 과정에서 희생이 나올 수 있겠지만 내가 세피라로서 너희가 죽지 않도록 도와줄게.
Yep, I think it's basically the usual, right? Okay, let's just inflict as much sinking as we can. Jesus, how are we gonna beat this one? Like, I don't think I have any skill that can even come close to that one. Can we try and block it, perhaps? Or dodge it? Nope, not even close. Jesus. Okay. We're gonna do this, I think. We're just gonna block it. Don doesn't have any Wuthering Heights IDs. I kind of split the Wuthering Heights IDs into Sinking Poise and Sinking Team. 10-4 dodge? No. The issue with this is it rolls 10-25. So we're literally gambling. And I kind of don't want to do that. So I'm just going to block it. That is my thought process. Guess what time it is? What time is it? Oh, guys, it's sippy time. Welcome back, my dear. Let's go gambling. Actually didn't know that reference until more recently. I need a charge that has gluttony in their skill. That isn't W Corp Sang. Is there one? Would you count Rabbit Heathcliff as one? Kind of is a charge identity. That's kind of copium. Oh god, Risu just hearing Sippies and joining in the background. Risu keeping an eye out, like an ear out for the keyword. Now, how is this gonna do? Not great. 55! Insane. Insane.
혹시라도 일하는데 힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와 상담해줘.
We need more sanity quite desperately. Can we dodge this one? Nope. This is neutral. I don't like that. I don't like neutral engagements, especially when they have sanity. Because the moment you lose, you're just screwed. Let's put this here. I really don't want to lose this one. Excuse me. Yup. Copium these water bottles. They'll still want to save in case there's worthy redeem something. I don't know. Like, what kind of redeem would there be? Should have brought Solemn Lament. Solemn Lament? Wait, which one is that? Okay, that is 7 Sippies. There we go. Sippies times 10. Oh god. Oh god. That is a scary thought. That is a scary thought. Yes, please. What are these scary ideas? I don't feel safe anymore.
이 땅과 마님에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면.
Oh my god, there's so much bleed chip damage, I didn't realize. Oh my. Yeah, there's so much bleed chip damage. Oh yeah. For wilds, which monster I suppose do you guys enjoy fighting the most? And is it like the tempered variation, the normal variation, or what's the deal? Nice, minus 45 sanity. Ooh, yippee! Happy times, happy times.
요즘 고민거리는 없어?
When
혹시라도
these
일하는데 힘든
excuse
점이
me?
있다면
Oh,
언제든지
their sanity
나와
reverted
상담해줘.
back to normal. That's fine. What the heck? What am I supposed to do with this? I have to quickly lower it then, huh? Wow. Oh god. Kinda have to do this. And then go from here. I kinda have to just block everything, don't I? Wait. Who can't block? Let's just block everything on that thought. Yeah, we're good. Block this. Can we dodge this? Yes. Oh, we don't win this one either. Jesus. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't block Roddy. Oh, that was dumb. Oh! Yep. That was dumb. She's close to stagger, yeah. But I'm hoping that defending will inflict enough sinking on her that we get a good time. If you know what I mean. Oh my god. For me, the monsties are pretty much the same. Pretty on the same line, although Lola Breen is the most farmed one. You can stagger her before Clash? That's a good point. I didn't think of that. That's a massive whoops on my end. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh wow, okay. I honestly just needed to get one through, huh? Yeah, the moment I got one through, her sanity was just in the bin. A lot of damage. Nope, I can't stagger. I don't have the damage on this team, I don't think. Actually, never used Chef Ryushu before. What level is she? Oh god.
다들 조금만 더 힘내자.
Well,
피워보지. 피어나라.
the fault lies in Hohenheim. For gaslighting Dawn to take off her shoe, yeah. 100%. 100% with you there. There's like zero doubt about it.
승객들, 뭔가
Are we
기분
next to
좋은
another
일이라도 있었던
threshold?
거야?
Nope. Okay. Let's just cue the most powerful skills we have to counter, to lower her sanity as much as possible at the start, and then we can just Papega her away through the rest of them. I think. I think is a yo. Okay, maybe not this one. Also not this one. Can you even win this one? Oh, that's a firm ass. That's really firm, no. I don't think you can even dodge this one, can you?
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Also just got home for my second shift for this day. Quote, unquote. Oh god.
이런.
Hello, welcome back, Unia. The fault lies in you. Oh, I did, honestly, I thought...
열어드리죠.
English! I've lost it. Yeah.
그런 빙글빙글.
Oh, we're not doing good. Maybe this wasn't the team I brought last time. I don't know. I felt like I had a much easier time last time.
아빠 보여.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, let me just restart real quick. What team did I bring? I'm pretty sure I brought a sinking team of... Was it the other sinking team? I think it was the other sinking team. Because I remember main Ryushu.
것뿐이지.
No, it wasn't this one, it was this one. Yeah, this is the one. Let's bring a relevant passive. Relevant passive, relevant passive. Okay. Okay, now we're in business.
와일드 헌트.
Turns out it was a wild hunt day for all along.
요즘 고민거리는 없어? 혹시라도 일하는데 힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와 상담해줘.
Hmm. Can I do something like this, maybe?
먼지를 떨어내줘.
That way I can inflict sinking, enough sinking at least that
상담에서 알려준 대로 잘했어.
perhaps Faust can get away with it. Oh, okay, that's a firm no. Never mind. That was a mistake on my part.
지금 뭘 잘못했는지는
That was
알긴 해.
definitely a mistake on my part.
드라마에서 봤어.
That's not good. Please, Ryushu, pull through! Let's go.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Okay. This way we ensure the wind and clash. Something like this, I guess? Yeah.
전투
This'll
응대에
do.
나선다.
Unless Insane manages to lose this.
편히
I
쉬시.
don't think it's possible, right? You got a base of 11. He's got a 10 maximum.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Oh my god, we almost lost that. Yeah, how does Hohenheim, like, even if, like, let's say this happened, don't they have any contingency plans? You know? You'd imagine they'd have some contingency plans, maybe something similar has happened before, maybe? I don't know.
너희도 이번 역경을 헤쳐나가기만
By
하면
something similar as in something this extreme as well.
비록
Oh
그
my god,
과정에서
Faust is
희생이
not
나올 수
doing hot.
있겠지만 내가
Can't trigger
세피라로서
heals either,
너희가
so
죽지 않도록
she's
도와줄게.
kinda cooked.
겁나를 내게 바쳐주지.
Once Heath has 45 sanity, then I'll transform, otherwise I feel like it's not worth.
죄송합니다.
Wait, Faust just died!
제게 주어진 일을.
Maybe I did use the Desi thing. Because I can't see any other explanation for surviving all this chip damage.
승객이 조용해졌어. 조금 있다 째깍째깍 해줘야 돼.
Wow, multiple are targeting Gregor. Let's do this then. Get Gregor to dodge both of them. Skill 3, and then who is targeting Heathcliff? Okay, we can't really. Let's just have Homewood just attack whatever. What else can we do about this? That's a block? I don't know how else to deal with this. How near... Oh. Okay, never mind. Change of plans. Very near. Oh, but we have low speed. I don't know if we can pull it off. We'll give it a go.
나가주게.
don't know if we have enough speed to pull off the stagger before the 3 skills.
찢어 발겨주마.
Oh, we don't. That's not good. Nope, I think I'm going back to this one.
이 폭풍이 찾아들 때까지.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
단테님 봤어요?
It's a little bit late for a stagger, isn't it?
직원 한 명이 많이 위태로워 보여요. 어서
먼지를
회복이
떨어내줘.
된다면 좋을 텐데. 방금 공격
Maybe I
다음에
use
다른
charge
구성에게도
team?
해볼까요?
Oh,
영상으로
무얼
남기면
잘못했는지
다른
아는
직원에게도
것부터가
도움이 될지도 몰라.
시작이랬어.
he's not 45 sanity though. Is it a good idea to use it now? Wouldn't he like go negative really fast? Wow, everything is just unopposed. Only can't do anything. Let's just get him to. Wait, only he heals 15 SP, I believe? Yeah. Oh well. That's not gonna help them. Being targeted so much. Sheath is. Jesus. So is Ishmael. Can't see what's targeting her because of this large blob of text. Be nice if I didn't see that. So skill 3, 4, and 6. Yeah. In that case, well, she's just gonna pray. What else? What else? This is covered. This isn't. Get Heath to do this. Can Yisang do something? Yeah. And then 3, 4, and then we need to block 5. I'm not wrong. Ah, we can't. Okay. It is what it is then. Sinking count, okay.
운이 따라준다면
Something
좋겠네요.
like this, I guess? I still don't get how to play Wild Hunt correctly. Well, efficiently, I suppose is a good way to put it. Oh. That's not good.
계속해봐라. 이 폭풍이 찾아들 때까지.
I think Heath might die, actually. Nope, we're cooked, I think. Pretty sure we're cooked. The only thing that worked out was
적들이
Ishmael
이기고
dodging.
있어. 카론,
The rest didn't work
먼저
out.
가버릴 거야.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man. What of it? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Who are they all targeting? Ryushu? Get Ryushu to dodge everything. Which one's the first skill that targets her? 2. Get her to dodge this. I'll take care of pretty much everything else. Ishmael, can we block that? Yes. This is targeting Yisang. Block this. Which one? Anybody? Oh, Honglu. This one's targeting. Okay, I guess. I don't know how else to do this. I don't think we win these.
목을
Well,
내놓고
hunt
있도록.
things counter again, yes. Yeah, I don't. Oh, well. Too late. Worked out, I suppose.
Dad?
Remember just win rate? I don't know about that. Sounds really dangerous.
요즘 고민거리는
Okay, now we're
없어?
all back. Can oh,
혹시라도
Faust is dead,
일하는데
never mind.
힘든 점이 있다면
was gonna say,
언제든지
can
나와
Faust heal?
상담해줘.
That took a turn real quick. Nobody else can heal, can they? Jesus, we're cooked then. We're actually just cooked. Unironically, win rate might just be the way to go now.
겁나를
You can't,
내게 바쳐주지.
you can't win rate have a team issue? Wild Hunt countercharges the lament and mourn and despair when at 15 and his own horse. So what happens if it's under 15? Yeah, I can't win this.
벗어날 수 있었어.
I thought a certain somebody was supposed to come.
안개 꿈속에서 그 사람을 볼 수 있는 건가?
I don't know if Thorns heals others. Oh, it does? Oh, rip.
저는 봤어요,
No, we can't win
관리자님.
this anymore. No.
죽어가는 직원의 간절한 표정을요.
I don't know what to bring.
제 교육이 부족했던 걸까요?
I forgot what I brought last time to clear this. I genuinely
사냥
forgot.
실패다. 보완할 점이 많이 보이는.
I think I just did a random mishmash of stuff. I mean, to be fair, I've never used Garden of Thorns other than to win clashes, not to heal, actually. This team might work. I don't know, I feel like... Let's replay the Desi team to see how it does, honestly. No need to bring backup. If we need backup, we already lost. Is there any other Otis ID that might do well? Okay.
잠수 준비 끝.
One can work if you remember Garden of Thorns.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Who's the most important to get sanity on? Probably Molar and Yisang, and then we need to get as many purple skills out as possible. That is an important thing to remember. Oh wait, we don't have Mersault backline to increase sanity, right? So it doesn't even matter, we just need sanity up in general. Okay.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
직접 하! 열어드리죠.
분명 상담 프로그램을 진행할 직원일 텐데 왜 저런 공격을 했지?
Oh my god. No, Otis. Ooh, wow, that's a sharp sanity draw. Hmm. 34 shields not gonna make it if I recall correctly. Yeah, that's 55 damage.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
It's kind of a gamba if we do that, honestly. This might work out better. Neutral! Wow. Not having sanity is such an L.
비워보지.
Okay. Nice. All tail corns. I wonder if they're gonna have like cleanse ego gifts or something later down the line that cleanses debuffs. Because that was my first thought with some of the debuffs, like bind and attack power down. But then that would imply bosses would also get it, which is probably not a good idea. It'd be really cancer. I mean, I suppose they kind of already get it when they phase change.
늦으면 매피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Let's use the weaker skills here, because we can get away with it.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
What do you do with all this weed?
깨달았나?
I feel like you need to burst him down, burst her down ASAP, otherwise she gets too powerful, no? That's the feeling I'm getting, which might have meant I did a plain lineage team maybe? But then I couldn't have hung all 6.
요즘 고민거리는 없어? 혹시라도
Ooh,
일하는
that's
데
not good.
힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와 상담해줘.
It's definitely not good. Let's do this. I feel like she really needs to block, otherwise she might die. Something like this, maybe? Okay, what's targeting Otis? Oh, second skill. In that case, maybe something like this? Hong was the one that can't actually do anything. Yeah. Let's proceed to this. I suppose when they turn to a state like this, their voice of reason just disappears. Is the deal? Or should I use the weaker skill?
불결한 것.
방금 공격, 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Is there any other... Oh, Mersault. I just use Mersault here. Oh no, I use Mersault next turn actually. Use all the sinking, stacking shit we can. Count. Count. Sinking, sinking. Sinking, sinking. Stagger defeat to heal 10 SP.
직접 알게 함이라.
직접
Oh, does it have to be staggered by that skill
승객이 딱콩 한
specifically?
방 먹였어.
Rip. Okay, lower that sanity as much as we can. Jesus. Minus 45 again.
늦으면 내피랑
Oh,
먼저
it carries over the sanity from when they were staggered. Nice, 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 nice. This makes it so much easier then. Oh my god, they're still all aimed at Rodian.
어두운 무지를 열어줬지라.
The hunt is wild. Maybe I just didn't have enough sinking count in the previous the hunt team. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Hunt is also sinking, yeah, but I don't think the hunt gives a lot of sinking count, and it has a lot of coins if I'm not wrong, right? The issue is we need to keep our hit count low and our sinking count up high. Oh my god, Otis. This damage-based sinking unit?
이건
No! Sanity reset, we're in trouble now.
이 상황을 개체를 제압하는 데
Okay,
이용할 수
get myself to
있을지도.
heal, I guess, because you can't even... Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad. to deal with this hard, to be honest. Let's just attack the weaker skills. Hopefully that'll lower the sanity so we can do the rest easier. Okay, yeah, that worked out perfectly fine. Like, decent amount of sinking potency? Yeah, but we need count, right? The moment count is gone, potency doesn't matter anymore, especially for lowering sanity, right? And at least that's my train of thought. Because if you can build count, your potency can take as long as it wants, right? Because you can just keep stacking that's my thought on it, at least. Like, yo, what the heck? I must have to be the mother to all of them, the family's thirst. It's... No, my lady. You needn't be the mother of anyone here. Here. You are a sinner, nothing more. I didn't even notice until this scene that they're both using like blood blood magic-y stuff. As a matter of fact, he relies on a coffin instead. Okay. He literally relies on a coffin. Okay, we passed that. Wait, there was a post-story, was there not? Yeah, there was a post-battle story. I will not place the blame of this incident on anyone, Dante. I understand that no one could have expected this outcome. Given the dearth of intelligence regarding the binding tool, the first kindred I gifted the third sinner. Well, then, I hadn't had the first-hand experience with watching Virgilius fight, but this was certainly the most exhausted I've seen him after a fight. I decided to say nothing and turn the clock. After some time had passed, Virgilius has to use ego against a severely weakened Sancho. Not a good look. Don Quixote, what happened? Did you lose consciousness or did something affect your memory? Manager Esquire, my memories were fine. But I heard something as soon as I removed my shoes. Voices, right? Once again, you have witnessed me. Yes, the voices, so many voices. Voices? The voices of my family. What? But the blood fiends of La Manchella land are all... Sinclair trailed off. Every single blood fiend left inside La Manchella land was killed when the amusement park collapsed. In other words, most of Don Quixote's lower kindreds were dead. That is correct, indeed. That is correct, but I cannot well explain how. The only way I might explain this is that it was as though my very blood remembered them still. I recognize some of them, and some were voices of those I once deeply cared for. It seems that I was, against my own desire, made to ascend to my father's seat. Perhaps I always was ever since then. And I was struck not only by my own thirst, but the combined thirst of every single one of the children. Thirst. Indeed, I am also bound by that thirst. It is only natural because I am a blood fiend. Thus, the pressure of it all broke my hold of sanity, and I hurt you all. As Don Quixote the Blood Fiend, a higher kindred, not as Don Quixote, a sinner and your friend. Don Quixote, this isn't your fault, it's... No, such words are meaningless. She looked down at her pair of shoes, their strings again neatly tied. The higher office will now regularly be supplying you with artificial blood packs. Hohenheim approached us after spending a while vigorously scribbling something in his notes. The blood substitute will be very similar to real blood in terms of composition, and we won't have any issues with supply. I don't suppose you actually believe that mere willpower will be enough to withstand this urge? I have done quite well suppressing it thus far. Indeed, that was precisely the wick attached to the ticking time bomb within the LCB. Must I remind you that the soundness of this limiter of yours is quite tenuous, as today's events have demonstrated? Is it your implication that the purpose of conducting this reckless experiment was to determine the full extent of the latent danger? I don't know, it seemed like he was only in it to sate his curiosity. Call it merely the auspice of opportune convenience. The risk factor had to be measured sooner or later. Had I known the full extent of the danger she posed, I would have immediately requested a forceful summoning of your department. Of course, as large as this void of unknown was, we were able to fill it with much new information. Certain analyses can be drawn by comparing the reports regarding blood fiends and this very experiment. Let us discuss the thirst you experienced. First, for example, the combined desire of every lower kindred. Indeed, it is true. The Manchigan kindreds have been completely eradicated due to the events at La Mancha Land. But you still heard the voices of your children? Yes? What are you trying to say? I aim to discuss the powerful binding force contained within blood. LCD's cooperative report explains that blood is not merely a carrier of nutrients, but something more, that it contains abstract values as well. We sent in a complaint that the report was far too vague in its wording, and we aimed to we received a reply their on-site investigative reasoning team leader spat out, the contents of which were equally fascinating. The desire of their kind, this thirst, is something that may as well be imbued and imprinted on the familial bloodline. Normally, the weight of that thirst is far too heavy for any individual to bear, which is why they propagate, to bear the unbearable burden together. Okay. So that implies the more there are, the easier to manage this is? Because the desire is spread thin? Is that the deal? Wait, that would also imply that the original Don Quixote is under the same bloodthirst the rest of them were, but the rest of them couldn't withstand it because their ideal, I suppose, was not the same. Theirs was to him, but his is to, coexistence, I suppose? I don't know. But considering that all of that desire is now focused onto an individual, on account of the extinction of her entire family line, it is easy to see why her hold to sanity was so easily broken, no matter the strength of her will. She alone has to bear the responsibility, the pressure, the duty of having to raise the family once again. And because none of these needs are currently met, there comes the endlessly exacerbating thirst. Thirst, and more thirst. It is quite fascinating to see your kind preserves these very abstract values in physical form of blood. The mere word thirst does quite the insufficient job of describing the intensity with which you have lost control. This was my oversight, I must admit. I can feel Sancho fans want to see. Okay. Okay. I do respect your efforts to be liberated from your nature. I truly do. But I also maintain that it is highly advisable for you to regularly consume provided blood packs. Understood. But one day, I wish to dismount from Roshnante and walk bare of feet and feel the earth under my own skin. I was able to establish one positive fact from this exercise, however. What might that be? That there are those who would, quite literally, throw their lives on the line to stop you, even if you were to take off your shoes. In other words, I don't believe it to be necessary for other departments to exercise any separate control over you. Well, now that I've had the first account of your conditions, I'll write the following report. Still quite unstable, yet with effort from the subject herself, and effort from various environmental factors, this subject has been deemed sufficiently controllable. Once again, I do respect your efforts, or any kind of effort really, because I've never had so much use for it. I've never had much use for it myself. Don Quixote took a deep breath, then turned to face the sinners. By then her eyes had regained their usual look. Softer look. But the sorrow was seeping through the tone of her voice, despite her theatrical manner of speech. Returning, her tone reminded me of our time at Lamachala-land. My deepest apologies, dearest friends, forsooth! I shall ever persevere to see that Rocinante. My shoes are never to be removed again. Lass, you're looking at it all wrong. You're going to remove those shoes one day, yeah? And that's what you're going to persevere towards. Verily. I think she let out a brief, quiet laughter. Ah, Manager Esquire. Perchance is there aught that thou concealeth from my knowledge? What do you mean? I don't think so? It's no coincidence at this very moment I noticed Faust looking in my direction. I don't know if I made the right choice here, but Faust nodded lightly as though to say that I did. I stopped hesitating, and the tick-tocking noise came to a stop. Very well then. However, I cannot help but admit I feel some degree of anxiety as I watched Don Quixote walk away as though nothing had happened. I feel like that would be pretty normal in this position. Oh my god. All this reading, my vocals is a bit tired. I don't know if I can do it. Thankfully we're near the end. Well, that is the reading part. Oh my god. 2 more chapters. As for the combat dungeon part, I'll give it one go. If I can't complete it, I think it'll be time to end stream and try it another time. Let me just enjoy this Reese's sticks for a bit. Still streaming, huh? Well, the chapter's not over. There was a lot of reading, and I tried to clear Don's, Sancho's combat again, because I liked it. The cinematic there was great. So I'm kind of just having a chocolate bar here to replenish my energy a bit. Well, wait, let me just finish what's in my mouth. I kind of don't want to read with stuff in my mouth. Did you manage to X the rock fight? Yeah. I didn't do the battle on stream. I did like when I tried to rush the event. But yes, I got it to X. Well, now that that's over and done with, I would like the sinners to come gather around here. Hohenheim placed the sinners in a single file before him and began. Now, the regular checkup is complete. We finally have enough data to compare your pre-employment statuses to those of your current selves. Which means, indeed, we are able to measure your pre-employment combat capabilities as well. Oh, and what are your conclusions? Allow me to preface this by saying that there isn't much significance in establishing this particular hierarchy of power. On a linear scale, like you said, you are all equally mediocre, at present anyway. And oh, there's plenty of significance, alright. We gotta know who's the big boss. While this is but a speculation of the worst case scenario, we must know which one of us has the most right and authority to lead the rest of the sinners in case our executive manager becomes, due to unknown yet inexorable circumstances, unavailable. Hey, that's... I don't listen to anyone weaker than I am. What if there was a reason that I was the first one asked to introduce himself? There was a burgeoning interest among the sinners to see which one of them would be at the apex of this scale. Were they to be measured by their strengths prior to their employment? Hey, maybe before I lost my memories even. Okay, put out of this, Dante. Dante, don't. It is interesting how every collective has a desire to get a clear picture of the pecking order. A negative expression of this desire may even lead to juvenile behaviors among children, for example, stealing their colleagues' lunches for meager reasons such as scoring higher than they did on a test. You're not speaking from personal experience, are you? Probably. Wait, what is that sound effect? It is! He did, oh my god. Thus, I believe that trying to conceal the outcome of the test from you all would be quite meaningless. Each of your placements in that line you are standing in signifies that very order you were so curious to know. I do not wish to waste any more breath on this subject. There was a long, long silence. Then the sinners all simultaneously turned to look at the person standing in the frontmost position of the line. Wait, no shot. Well, I suppose... I didn't think Otis would be second. I thought Ryushu would be second. And then Honglu may be close after. This has to be the longest, most awkward, most loaded silence I've ever felt in my life. Much did I wish to hold shrouded in my fathoms, yet I yearn still to convey that we are all more than meets the eye. Yet there remains a certain abundance within my heart. Perhaps the tests of this day paint a picture of both of my qualities. Thus spoke I, Yisang. Yisang? I'll place trust in the faith that all of you shall one day sprout wings as I have. Wait, was Yisang at the back of the line? He was at the back of the line. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I also didn't expect Faust to be quite up there when it came to combat. I thought she was purely intellectual. This is most interesting. Ah yes, the line was made from my point of view. From here, the sinner wielding the oversized lance is the one in front of this line. Well, you said some cool words though. We got this, right, Yisang? Well, 'tis quite the bashful occasion to be center of such fervent attention of one such company. Yisang's potential is 0. Jesus Christ. I would say fervent is the right word. Wouldn't say fervent is the right word. Worried, maybe? I shall be vigilant. No one seemed to have any objections or doubts about who the strongest sinner was, given the earlier event. On second thought, it appears that it would be best if we left the command to Ishmael as we have done so far. Otis mumbled through gritted teeth. Forsooth, I am in agreement. I am more partial to roles as defending fixer or a squire. 'tis oft the case that such side characters enjoyed greater popularity once since time memorial. Very happy to see this discussion not coming to blows. Now, are we all ready to move on from this? Wait a minute. Aren't we all forgetting something pretty important? That's just how the world works, Brad. No one remembers anyone between the first and last place. I even forgot my own particular placement in the order. No, I mean, fellas, I wasn't even part of the list. Wait, what? Oh, were you not? Who cares, mate? There's 12 of us. Some people just fall out of the radar. Big deal. Wait, what? Gregor wasn't even in? Jesus Christ. Let's just get on with it. Hey, you can't just disregard me like swatting away a fly. I guess somewhere around my level, probably, or Heathcliff's? Ishmael replied in a voice that had clearly lost all interest in this discussion. Ah, you're the center of that bizarre insectoid arm. What's that? We had no choice but to place you in the least favorite category of all researchers. Exceptions. They really hate that, huh? In other words, you're a unique case. I cannot be well placed in a list or a scale. To do so would be irresponsible. I'd say you carry a certain potential. That, potential, is it? Does that mean I could also be first place if all goes well? It could very well be the reverse, given the definition of potential. Oh god. So Gregor is potential is negative? Jesus! Let's not query harrow. Let not this query harrow your mind, Gregor. Your day will come. Feels funny getting consoled by the guy who placed last. Oh my god. Well, at least the pecking order is now technically confirmed, if we go back and take a look. That is... Honestly, it was the same for me. Other than Sancho, Otis, I already forgot the third person, if I were to be honest. Yeah, I have no recollection of the third person. Nor did I have a recollection of the last, if I were to be honest. I just know Ishmael was somewhere. I remember Ishmael standing in front. Oh! Wait. It saved my previous attempt? I mean, I guess I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. There we go. This is gonna be a long battle. Maybe I should replace Heathcliff with... I'm thinking... Let me just deploy the backups. That way, if things go wrong, it doesn't immediately... I can just click give up. Well, I thought I had to go through the dungeon again. We arrived at the entrance of Hohenheim's laboratory. This may be my final order to you. Either suppress me, and return safe and sound to where you came from, or fail the suppression. Place me in a containment unit, and perhaps we can observe what happens next. Wait, what? Was there a story before this? That's when Heathcliff suddenly strode forward. Oh my, do you still believe in that potentiality? I do. It's what keeps me going. You only hire researchers from the back streets, don't you? I heard from them earlier. They told me you were a right pompous bloke. But thanks to you, they can continue their research and believe that there might be things in the world that's worth working toward. Wait, was there more story before this? I don't think so, right? I guess we'll find out in the theater.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Subject of observation on all enemies. At turn start, gain 3 stacks when the start. Gain 1 stack every time this unit takes or deals damage with an attack skill effect against distorted Hohenheim. Take plus 4 stack times 4% more damage from enemies. Ooh, that's not good.
Without target alarms. For every 10 on target, inflict 1 more tremor potency count and count to this unit's skills. On turn 3, new pattern, powerful skill after turn 3 is over. The above effect activates. This unit has plus 30 poison count. Unit does not take any HP damage during preparation period before using powerful skill. Greatly enhanced the skill doesn't count. Damage taken by shield. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. And we can do the choice. Oh my god. Okay. Long and short of it, it feels like I should just weaken him, like his defenses, if I get the option. Other than that, I don't. That's all like. It's too much information. That's the main point I carried away, I think. Wait, we're already in high sanity, actually. Ooh, that's good. Okay, there we go. Can't believe the second strongest poise boss is this guy. I don't know. I didn't really have issues when it came to fighting Kim during the event. I had a lot of issues finding this guy. Then again, it might just be because his dungeon doesn't offer a lot of ego gifts that are useful to my team. Could be that, because Kim's one specifically had the hilt, the blade, the hat, the robe, and a bunch of other stuff, if I'm not wrong. So you just went for the question mark events with a blade lineage team, and you just went, BAM! He did! Yeah, I can rate this. Although, yeah. Him is only easier because of the fact you can stagger him early. Oh yeah, I suppose that there's truth in that. Ooh. Ooh. Hey yo! Okay, that was a bad call on my part. Oh, thank goodness he loses sanity when he loses. I'm just going a little bit of 9996 damage? Really? On the event? Like, when the event first released, not the current one. Oh, I suppose the current one has unbreakable coins and shit, which is absolutely bullshit in my opinion, but hey.
너희도 이번 역경을 헤쳐나가기만 하면 능력을 기를 수 있을 거야. 비록 그 과정에서 희생이 나올 수 있겠지만 내가 세피라로서 너희가 죽지 않도록 도와줄게.
공간을 뭉갠다.
지금 뭘 잘못했는지는
I'm not a fan of the fact that in hard mode, if he manages to activate it, you basically die. Because it staggers you and then the next turn he just destroys you with his skills.
너희도 이번 역경을
Is
헤쳐나가기만
this
하면
unclashable? No.
능력을 기를 수 있을 거야. 비록 그 과정에서
Oh, we
희생이 나올
lost
수
10
눈에
sanity.
새겨주지.
내가 세피라로서 너희가 죽지 않도록 도와줄게.
Oh my god. I got staggered by that. Maybe I should have healed. Those last coin minus inflict fixed damage by growing resentment. How do you even deal? What is the way to deal with him if, like, because like his growing resentment, how do you deal with that? I don't, because like the more damage you deal means the more damage he deals, which means you have to deal like, you have to like guard and dodge everything or something. I don't get it. Fast relates, you're running away from something? Fast related my words to home. Running away, an interesting point. But allow me to retort, my choice was not to run away. To deny and evade what has happened is too pathological a choice, isn't it? I'm very well aware that the only way to solve a problem is to face it head on, which is another aspect of myself that sets me apart from the common man. When an issue arises, or in very rare cases where I find myself in a tumult emotional nature, I first attempt to establish a logical explanation. I reconstruct what was perceived and regulate my emotions. Expressing fury and anger is a plain waste of resources. But I must admit one thing. Now that I have conducted some level of cold introspection, I will admit it wasn't entirely mature of me to censor so much of my fathoms. Of course, this does not mean I will now remove the censored memories. My ego is not so feeble as to be shaken by a few words. I didn't really understand most of what Hohenheim was talking about, but I can't shake the thought that everything he's been saying was just an effort to distance himself from his own emotions. True
지금 많이
observation.
위태로워 보여요. 어서 회복이 된다면 좋을 텐데.
I want to heal, so I'm gonna use that. Hopeless. Jesus. Let's just dodge him. How much does there we go. Oh wait. We have an option here, don't we? There we go. That way we can all do damage. Thing is, you can't do anything about growing resentment or grow. Just like IRL, huh? Wouldn't you say that's the case, Fishman? Nothing you can do about it. Which is a shame. Maybe I should Otis this, that way we get some thinking on to reduce that sanity a little bit more.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
I'm tempted.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Yeah, we need more HP. Rishu and Gregor in the back lines providing 10 in total if I'm not wrong, which is nice. I've got 2 different characters, if I'm not wrong? Or 2 instances of 5.
Huh?
I saw 2 5 just now.
분명 상담 프로그램을 진행한 직원일 텐데 왜 저런 공격을 했지?
This should be fine.
내가 눈에 새겨줄.
Oh, it was not fine. It was not fine. It was really not fine. Oh god. I had too much faith in Dawn.
빙글빙글.
I had way too much faith in Dawn. Jesus. It seems that there is something else you would like to tell me. Very well, you may go ahead and ask. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. You can feel Hohenheim's gaze lingering onto me. I don't think I can clear it then. Like, isn't there some condition for this dungeon, if I'm not wrong? What should I say this time? What is Hohenheim trying to hide from us? What if you do feel like what you did was wrong? Fast relayed my words to Hohenheim. I see how you may have arrived at that conclusion. But you are incorrect. I have already done much contemplation regarding that matter. I have definitely concluded a long time ago that I have indeed done no wrong. Let me say this in advance, that I am a rare breed of researcher who detests the study of probabilities and statistics. I, Hohenheim, am not the kind to make irrational suggestions such as drawing lots to see who gets to survive. I'm not the kind to partake in barbaric contests of strength to survive either. Indeed, there was no other recourse. My only option was to come up with an argument that was ultimately vain before the urge to survive, arguing for my survival on the grounds that I was the most useful one out of all of us. However, they all made a rather objective decision for me. They overcame their base desires for mere survival, and made a forward-thinking decision for the future. So, no, I have no reason to believe what I did was wrong. It shouldn't be wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, it wasn't a sin. Even as Hohenheim defended himself, it seemed as though some sense of responsibility was pulling him down. Especially those last words. I could barely sense his usual air of confidence.
내 말을 들어. 세피라 중엔 내가 그나마 너희
I
아이를
need to
걱정하는데
just keep healing, I guess.
가르쳐준 대로 안 하고 쓸데없이
I was so wrong to have too much faith. Let's see. God damn it, Heath. Have more speed, will you? Okay.
공격 범위 확인.
Ooh, that's not good. That is insane. That is insane.
제대로 해. 그러다 죽어버리면
How? Heath! Pretty sure you had 45 sanity. How?
세피라로 만들려는 거야?
I mean, it's more coins to roll, but still, Jesus.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Also, don't really have a problem finding how I have to get ring sang.
아파 보여.
I believe I leveled him up, but I didn't bring him into the dungeon because by the time I leveled him up, it was already like it was like last week or something. Dungeon was way over by then. Jesus.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Really unfavorable stuff. Maybe I should have targeted sanity instead of offensive.
이 전투는 승리할
Because that way they gain less sanity per turn. They get 20 at the moment, and maybe you can lower that down?
공간을 뭉갠다.
No, almost stagger? Stagger?
지금이 기회인
Stagger,
것 같소.
nice.
보세요.
Damage.
내 앞을 막을 자는
Put it in there.
걱정을 이겨내고 유능한 직원이 되었어요.
Stab him!
이번엔 도움이 됐을까요?
출력 최대치.
Nice.
처리했습니다.
We got him, boys.
방금 공격
Also, didn't really have a problem fighting home.
영상으로
Damn, I already read
남기면
that.
다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Wait, what team did you bring then? The escape pods to the surface are here, but there's only one seat left. They're saying the next one in 5 minutes. Look, I don't actually believe you hired me because you saw my potential or something like that. But I want to believe that you found the hope in potentialities because of me. A hope, an anticipation that we can make things better as long as we keep at it. Can't leave you all behind. I can't just save my skin not without everyone. This is what a right-hand man does, isn't it? Take my potentiality you found and rise. Take it with you to the surface. But you, Johan? What about you? Well, maybe next time. Some other time. Wrath is a hideous emotion. Just pure random. By that sinking poison tremor, Jesus. That's a random bullshit go moment. That is why I did nothing at the entrance of that branch. Only remembering nothing more. Remembering the ones I left behind. I can sense the dungeons of Fathom slowly beginning to close. Jesus, sometime later. Ah, I've returned, safe and sound. Welcome back, boss. To be frank, I once wished to be someone like yourself, Heathcliff. What are you talking about? We don't want Heathcliff to be like Heathcliff. Because it's not easy to put my faith not in games of numbers, but in slimmest potentialities of the world, and continue to exist. I know it's not very befitting of a researcher to be so, but it's quite a romantic attitude for a human to embody, is it not? Well, the experiment is over. It was a huge success thanks to all of us, right? No, it was a failure. That established this hypothesis that the sole answer was to hold a firm belief in the self and nothing else. Had my hypothesis been correct, I would have remained a distortion. Thus, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you. Thank you for making me fail. It seems that the classification for my distortion was HE-5-SU. Disappointingly mediocre, but I don't suppose it can be helped. The world is a place where we must find a ray of potentiality among the mediocre after all. Let us move on now. Mephistopheles is prepared to depart. Onheim's researchers waved at us. Hell, we'll meet again, right? Ew, no thank you. Everything has an end, so do consider this our final meeting. Down to the last exchange, this guy. The last thing we saw before the portal activated were the LCE researchers pushing up their glasses in our general... Okay. Heathcliff should push his glasses back at them. That would be hilarious. Though I'd only taken a step or two, the entire world around us seemed to transform, landing us back inside the transportation instrument. Almost forgot about the charge and rupture because of W. Corp Otis. Oh. Yeah. Isang. That ID for Isang is just random bullshit go. Now that I think about it, we didn't even get to learn why Gregor's bones made those cracking noises. All we learned from this experience is that the sinners have all become, well, mediocre, but they each held certain potentialities within themselves. Each of us mulling over the events at LCE, we returned to the bus where Charon and Virgilius were waiting for us. Oh my god. My vocal cords are sore from all this reading.
계획보다 더
happened.
일찍 의뢰로 완수했네요. 저와 파우스트의
And
뛰어난
when that
능력
LCB
덕분이죠.
regular checkup is
여러분의
done!
노력도 나쁘지 않았어요.
It is done though. Okay. Is there anybody? I don't know if I can keep. Nah. I'm done so. Thank you all for coming to keep me company. Thank you. If you liked, if you liked my stream, please leave me a follow on Twitch. Maybe perhaps join the Discord on YouTube. A like, comment, or sub is very much appreciated. Thank you all for coming. And with that, bye bye, sayonara.